Living It Up, guys. Our next destination is Indonesia.
Yes, now Indonesians call it the Goddess Island. So who better to show us around than the beautiful Miss AmandaGriffin?
Who is quite the goddess herself.
Yes, you know, she was so easy to talk to and Bali was extremely memorable for her. Find out why. Check this out.
Always stunning AmandaGriffin shares with us why Bali is the most unforgettable place for her.
Joining me now, Miss AmandaGriffin. Welcome on Living It Up.
Thank you so much, Raymond.
All right, so we'll be talking about Bali.
Yes.
How many times have you been there?
I've been there, I think it's 4 or 5 times. One of my most favorite places in the world.
So when you go there, is it usually for a beach trip, a dive trip, or do you go there with family?
The first time I went was must have been 4 years ago, and I went for a dive trip. The next time I went was with my husband, and that was a birthday trip, so that's when he proposed.
So he wasn't your husband then?
He wasn't, he was just my boyfriend.
Okay. So he proposed in Bali?
In Bali on my birthday.
Sweet indeed. Standing on the beach, the promise of love, watching the horizons as you wait for the sun to set, couldn't get any sweeter than that.
So that must have been memorable.
It was, of course, yeah. And then, you know, I had to go back and forth to plan the wedding. So I was there for Valentine's Day with my parents and my husband. And
well, let's talk about your wedding.
Okay.
Why Bali for your wedding day?
You know, and I've always wanted sort of an outdoor beachy wedding. You know, I didn't want it to be so formal, and it was a bit non-traditional in that sense.
Was it intimate, or did you have a grand wedding by the beach?
It was very intimate. It was 130 people, and my family stayed in this. It was a massive villa. The grounds were enormous. So the ceremony was actually by the beach, but it's in the garden. So it was like I had both elements, but you know, without the sand and the shoes. You know what I mean? It wasn't so messy. So, and then the reception was also in the villa. So
the beach wedding and reception sounds amazing, but right now let's take a peek at the beautiful island of Bali as Amanda shares some of her must-visit sites and favorite activities in this famous tourist destination.
My favorites, well, for my birthday, when he proposed, that was the first time we went surfing. So I really recommend, you know, if you're interested in surfing, it's really the place to do it, you know, because they have, you know, all levels can surf there, from beginner to the professionals, and, you know, the water's really good. They have really great teachers over there, and it's just easy and it's so much fun. And then a great surfing spot is Uluwatu, which is also where the temples, there's Uluwatu Temple where Bulgari Resort is. Okay. So that's great surfing for the more advanced. Yeah. So I tried surfing there.
Bulgari Resort, wow.
Yeah.
It's high end.
It is.
And let's talk about the restaurants you mentioned earlier.
The restaurants, one of my favorite restaurants is called La Luciola, which is in Seminyak, right on the beach. And it's really nice to go for cocktails and then stay on for dinner. There's another bar which is great to go because they have amazing sunsets, and it's on top of the hotel, the Anantara Hotel, called SOS. And of course there's Kudeta, which is one of the most famous beach bars in the world.
Awesome.
Yeah, so anyone that loves it.
I actually want to go now.
Definitely. And when you see my photos, you'll be like, okay, gotta go.
All right, well, I want to check out the photos.
Okay, yeah. Great. Here we go.
Last question. Why should people go to Bali?
Gosh, well, I fell in love with Bali, and you should go because you can do, I mean, if whatever you want, you get there, you know what I mean? If you want some fun in the sun, you want the beach, or you want spirituality, you want to go exploring in the mountains, do you want to learn about their culture, do you want to have a major food trip? It's one place where, and the people are just gorgeous. They're just amazing. So
You can be as adventurous or as laid back as
Exactly. Whatever kind of vacation you want, you can get there. It's, tailor-made to that, and I've never met anyone that didn't fall in love with Bali.
Yeah, well, I'm planning to go now.
Good.
I've never been, so I think that's going to be next.
Next
on my
trip.
checklist.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
So what are you waiting for? Choose a date and mark those calendars and get ready to invade Bali. I myself can't wait to go.
Well, thank you, Miss Amanda Griffin, for being here on Living It Up.
Thank you so
and
much.
We'd like to thank Surrender also for this beautiful place.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you next time.
Definitely.